like it is my wife's back. How about that? Happy birthday.
Matt Mortimer, Blue Goose Cantina, thanks so much for being with us this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And you're going to show us how to make your Blue Goose...
Tomatilla salsa, yes. There's salsa verde, is often called in Texas. So what it is, when you're doing a salsa verde, you're using a tomatillo, which is not a American green tomato like the fried green tomatoes or whatever. It is actually its own species. It's indigenous to Mexico and very, very common in Mexican cuisine. And so what I've done with the tomatillos, is I've taken them and boiled them with some jalapenos. And we're just going to take these out of here and stick those in the blender.
They still have skin on?
So they still have the skin on them and everything. Yeah, you want to take the husks off. They kind of have a husk on them. And you want to take that part of it off. And then you can see the big pieces of jalapeno in here. So if you seed the jalapeno and take the stem off of it, then you kind of get a lot of the heat out off of it.
Still some really good flavor, right?
You still get some flavor. Yeah. And so once we do that, we're going to add... Tim, if you could help me, we add some cilantro and some onion. Yep.
All right.
About a quarter cup of each of those. Then we're going to add some salt and some sugar, and you just dump that whole thing in there. Right. So the sugar will actually balance out the bitterness of the tomatillos. It kind of have a little bitter taste. We got some garlic in there, and then just squeeze the best you can out of that.
And then we're going to blend it, and we're going to have tomatillo salsa.
That was so polite of you. You blocked it so the pulp didn't fly.
All right. Nothing worse than getting that in your eye.
So you're going to blend this well, but you want to keep some of the texture in there, so you don't want it to go too crazy. And then once you've blended it, we've got a pan here with some warm, you don't want to go hot, but a little bit of olive oil in there. And then you want to take this salsa and you want to pour that into the olive oil.
Oh, that looks good. Great colors there.
Then you want to stir that for a little bit. And in real life, in a perfect world, we want to stir this for about 15 minutes, bring it to a nice simmer, let it simmer, and then kind of reduce down. When it reduces down, what it's going to do is it should be able to like coat the back of a spoon and get a real nice consistency.
Real quick, we're just about out of time.
Out of time. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do, it's a little bit going to be on the thin side, but we're going to take our enchiladas, we're going to cover it with some of our salsa verde.
Ooh, that looks good.
We're going to hit it with a little bit of jack cheese and some green onions.
And we're going to share this recipe on myfoxdfw.com. You guys are going to be out at Taste Addison. You can find the recipe and the link to Blue Goose Cantina there, and we'll be right back.